Hey, I'm back. So as promised, I'm going to do this video on my concealer and foundation routine. Just bear with me because I'm trying to get my lighting right and I'm trying to do everything that I can to bring you guys the best quality video. So I'm working on that since I'm new to YouTube and everything. So if you have any suggestions for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Okay, so I already did my eye makeup. I always usually try to do that first because if not, it can be really messy. If your eyeshadow falls or your mascara or your eyeliner or anything falls on your face, it can just completely ruin your foundation. So I always try to do my eye makeup first, so that's why it's already done. Alright, so now that I did my eye makeup, we can go ahead and start on my foundation and concealer routine. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, well, first things first, I like to use a beauty blender to put on my foundation. I recently purchased the beauty blender. I've only been using it for a couple of months. But if you do not have one, I definitely suggest that you get one. It is amazing. It is great for giving you that airbrushed, finished look. I mean, brushes are good too. I was using brushes, but this is just so much better, I think. And you can use your, for a long time I was using my fingers to do it and it just didn't blend as good. So definitely think about this. You can get them at Ulta or probably Sephora. You can get them online, but they're great and they're really not that expensive. So that's awesome. So what you will do with the beauty blender is you have to go ahead and wet it, and you just run it on the water. You just do a couple pumps like this. Then you want to drain any excess water from it, obviously, before you use it on your face. So, but before I use this and start my foundation, I like to use Olivia Complete All Day Moisturizer with Sunscreen. I like to use this just to moisten my face. And especially if you have a dry face, you want to use some kind of moisturizer, because if your face is dry and you try to put on foundation, it can get flaky, cakey, and it just doesn't turn out good. So I'm just going to use this all over my face here. Get my hair off the way. And my neck. Alright. And the next step is to use a primer. Primer is great so that your foundation doesn't crease. You know, yeah, so nobody likes that. It'll just keep it put. So here I'm using Dr. Brandt Pores No More Pore Refiner Primer. It's just a primer that I got in as a sample in the Ipsy bag, which y'all have heard me talk about in one of my last videos, I think. So this is what I've been using, and I'm actually almost out, so I gotta invest in some more primer. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this all over my face. Oh yeah, the nails again. Yeah, I took the polish off of this hand, but it was so hard to come off that I got tired and gave up. So yeah, this one starts to come off. Sorry. Promise by next video these nails won't look like this. Alright, so the next step is to put on the foundation. I have here MAC Match Master SPF 15 foundation. Mac Daddy. No, for real. I used to use just like True Match, I think, which is really good too. But I wanted to try MAC, so I've been using this for a while and I love it. It's great. Alright, so you're just gonna, I usually just pump a couple squirts onto the side of my hand, the back of my hand there. Take this lovely beauty blender, dip, and then I start on my cheeks and I just do upward motions toward my ear. And if you need to dip and get some more, just go ahead. And you're just gonna dab. Use dabbing motions to blend it. Sometimes I do that, whatever you want to call this, swipe motion to blend it around the edge there. And just do it as long as you need to make sure that it's blended well. I'm just going to take some more here for the other side. Whoa, that might be enough for that cheek. That was a lot there. Alright, and I gotta get some on my chin here. And over my lip a little bit. Try not to put too much there because I don't want my mustache looking all dark or anything. Yes, I have a mustache. I've never waxed it because I don't want it to go back darker, and it's not really that bad. At least I don't think so. So you guys let me know if it is. And I get some more from my nose. Sorry, I like to, might take me a little while to dab in because I like to make sure it's really good and blended. Alright, a little bit more. I need a little bit more for my forehead. Put too much on. Gonna go around your eyebrows there. I already did my eyebrows too, so careful there. Something on the blender there. Alright, and I do like to put some on my neck just so that my neck doesn't look like a completely different color than my face. Because I hate that, like if my face is like really dark and then my neck's like really white, that doesn't blend or look good at all. So it gets a little bit on my neck. Alrighty. Good to me. Alright. So concealer would be the next step here, and yeah, I have really bad dark circles. I think I mentioned that in my skincare video as well, and my allergies are bad, so it's really nothing I can do about it except find like a really good concealer to cover it up. The best one I found so far is NYX HD concealer in the color beige. Yes, this one is really good. So that's what I'm going to be using. And just a tip, you want your concealer to be lighter than your foundation, so it gives your eyes, make them look brighter. So this, I'm just gonna do there. And if you haven't did your eye makeup first, or like for me, if I haven't did my eye makeup first, I'll go in closer with my concealer. But since I've already did my eye makeup, I don't want to mess that up, so. And just feel free to use as much as you need, do it, and then if you need more, go back in and do some more. Sometimes I have to go in 2 or 3 times because of my bad dark circles. Then take the Beauty Blender and just dab it, blend it out. I usually use the pointed end or kind of the side, works best for me. Oh, another step that I did forget to tell you guys. Ugh. I didn't have to do it this time. I usually don't have to do it a lot, but if you have a bunch of breakouts or areas on your face that you want extra cover up or need extra cover up, what you can do is before you do your foundation, use concealer to touch up or cover up those spots, and then put on your foundation, and that'll help pretty much cover up the blemishes or whatever. going to go in a little bit more with this concealer, just on the spot. If I kind of let it sit for a minute before I do it, for some reason it tends to blend more better. Funny thing is, while I'm doing this video, this eye is usually harder for me to cover up my dark circle than this one, and it seems like this one did better this time than this one, but whatever. We all have the one eye does better than the other eye, one eyebrow's better than the other eye type of deal, so. Alright, and the last step for foundation and concealer is you want to set it with a powder. I like to use one of these fan brushes. Yeah, a fan brush, because they're usually pretty good for that. And then the powder that I have is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finished in Medium Plus. I will list all the products that I use down below also. So I'm just gonna take it and get some on the fan brush and just kind of dab, swipe a little. And the reason that you want to use the powder to set it is so that it doesn't crease or go anywhere pretty much, especially your concealer. You don't want it moving at all. So, and you don't have to set, or I'd say you can if you want, but you don't have to set your whole face with it. Like, only certain areas that you think might crease or it might move. So that's what I'm going to do. Which is usually in my, this area. And my forehead too. Another step that I did not do, but you can do, but you don't have to do it all the time, I do it sometimes, is you can highlight your face, because you need to do anything with a cream before you use powder, or it'll get cakey and it'll look bad. So, so I can't go back in and use this now that I've already put powder on my face, but this is just it's a Prep and Prime MAC highlighter, and you can put this on the areas that you want to highlight after you did your foundation and concealer. This is more, this will be more on contouring and highlighting, which I will do a video on contouring and highlighting for you guys too on another time. So, but I think that's it for the foundation and concealer routine. Let me know if you have any questions. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and finished the rest of my makeup with doing some contouring and highlighting and my lips, which I will do a video on the contouring and highlighting for you guys later on. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.
I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless. Ladies, tell them I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless.